Welcome back. As you get ready to cast your ballot, we're sitting down with candidates running for local offices. In our listening lab survey, you told us about issues that matter to you. Now, no one from Hancock County took the survey, so we centered our questions around trust in the sheriff's office and the office's handling of the death of Breonna Greer. We sat down with Republican Frank Meeks, who is running against incumbent Democrat Tomlin Primus. We reached out to Sheriff Primus several times to schedule an interview. We never heard back from him. Frank Meeks is 62, lives in Sparta, served in the Navy for 22 years as a diver, owns a small restoration company that restores houses and historic buildings in Sparta, has 3 children and 5 grandkids. Tomlin Primus has been sheriff since 2001, a bachelor's degree in criminal justice from Grambling State University, a master's degree in criminal justice from Troy. Camila Williams sat down with Frank Meeks to hear his answers to our questions.
How should the Sheriff's Department handle calls where an individual is experiencing a mental health crisis?
We think we can implement a mental health officer in some form or fashion, whether it's a doctor on call. We might have a mental health crisis and we need you on site. You know, our deputies, can obviously get extra training, but we have to go into this and approach it with empathy and respect to people.
In the aftermath of Breonna Greer's death, there was miscommunication with news outlets, the public, and the family. What is your plan to improve transparency from the department?
If you make a mistake, you have to own it. You have to apologize, and you have to try to make it better, so the same thing doesn't happen again. When you deny something happens, it tends to happen over and over and over. And I think that's their biggest mistake here. It's a tragedy. Tragedy that young woman died. Was it a mistake? If it was an accident, accidents happen. But to pretend like it didn't happen or try to blame it on the deceased, that's not owning it. That's not taking responsibility that the community give you to keep their safety intact.
How will you ensure the department builds and maintains community trust?
So I'm thinking outreach programs, intervention programs. I'd like to see something done with the drug intervention, alcohol intervention. We have a jail out here that's on the verge of falling in. So, we can take part of that jail and turn it into some sort of a program center.
Again, we did reach out to Sheriff Primus several times for an interview, and again, he did not respond to our requests. For the full interview with Frank Meeks, you can find this story on 13WMAZ.com.